As we begin Unit 4, we want to take some time to reach back into history and see how an ancient thinker can give us some perspective for contemporary adult education. In particular, we want to look at how the Apostle Paul, particularly in his letter to the Philippians, thought about holistic learning. He has some insights here in just a couple of verses of Scripture that help us to see a complete picture of what education can look like, and in this case, from a Christian perspective. We'll do this in 4 parts. At the end of each part, I'll give you a question to discuss in the posting areas with your group. The scripture that helps us orient our perspective today is from Philippians chapter 4, verses 8 and 9. Paul says to the church, the Christian people in the city of Philippi, "And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Keep putting into practice all you learned and received from me, everything you heard from me and saw me doing. Then the God of peace will be with you." The first thing I want you to notice about what St. Paul is doing here is he's asking his learners to do some thinking. He says, fix your thoughts. In another translation, he says, think on or ponder on these things. This makes me think of Jean Piaget, a Swiss psychologist who was interested in understanding how people come to learn and understand. And he had a focus on, perhaps we might call it, the rational mind. He recognized that learning was something that was done autonomously. It involved analytic rationality. And he watched how children came over time to increase their deepened understanding of how the world works, eventually coming to a deeper comprehension of their understanding of truth. And part of Christian formation, as well as any kind of education, involves this apprehending of the way things are, an understanding of knowledge and ideas. Again, this is Paul's emphasis in the first part of Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Brothers and sisters, whatever is true, and he gives these categories: whatever is noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, whatever is excellent, whatever is praiseworthy. Let your mind dwell on these kinds of things. I don't think this means that we don't struggle with things that are ignoble or wrong or unjust or untrue. But our emphasis is to move towards an understanding of things as they are. In the posting area, can you go there and take some time to recall a teacher or educator, a trainer who did for you an excellent job in the thinking element of learning? They got you to think about things and to struggle with ideas, to use your rational mind to deepen your understanding.